The Many Characters of Doctor Who. Entry 29. The Tractators. The Tractators are a species of alien that resemble giant invertebrates and have the ability to control gravity. Because they are essentially mindless creatures, they require their leader, the Gravis, to control them at all times to achieve intelligible actions. Insect-like in appearance, their backs are covered with oyster-coloured glowing scales. They have two long antennae on their heads which can influence objects around them with gravity waves. Their green mucus is also believed to have a connection to their gravity powers. The Gravis looks essentially the same but has a darker coloured skin, a more prominent nose, larger ears, and is the only Tractator capable of speech. Scavengers by nature, the Tractators would not develop their own technology, but poach those from other species, sometimes even combining living beings into their machines to make them function. Notably, on the planet Frontios, they used human beings to create an excavation machine that ran on their mental power until they were completely burnt out. They often dwell in perfectly polished tunnels that amplify their gravity powers and are capable of designing these in a ring shape in order to create a gravity motor to increase their powers further. It is notable that at some point during the 20th century, the Tractators invaded the planet Trion, and the invasion was so traumatic that it left a racial memory on every subsequent Trion born on the planet. Millions of years after this, the Tractators came to Frontios and became stuck there. They waited 460 years for a ship to come close enough for their gravity powers to be able to make it crash, after which a human ship did just that. They then left them for 10 years to build a society on the planet before making their move to attack by using an asteroid belt to kill said humans and turn their bodies into machines. This continued for a further 30 years with the humans unable to work out what was going on. Eventually, the Fifth Doctor, Tegan Javanka and Vizsla Turlough landed on Frontios, and after the TARDIS was seemingly destroyed, the Doctor discovered the Gravis and managed to trick him into repairing the TARDIS for him, whilst also causing his death, which prevented the other Tractators from attacking further. The Tractators' only appearance in Doctor Who remains the story Frontios, which was written by Christopher H. Bidmead and directed by Ron Jones. The story had to be rewritten several times in order to accommodate how restrictive the Tractator costumes were. The Gravis was played by John Gillett, whilst the other Tractators were played by William Bowen, George Campbell, Heidi Kersandi, Michael Malcolm and Stephen Speed. The actors had to have air pumped into their costumes during takes as they were not ventilated. Christopher H. Bidmead was inspired to create the Tractators after his house was invaded with woodlice. The Sixth Doctor encountered the Tractators in an English village named Hollowdean during the audio drama The Hallows of Time.